Hello there, Internet. Tank Top Douche coming at you with another Legends of Runeterra video for you guys today. And today we're going to play some more AKSHAN, but we're going to take a bit more of an edgy take on the champion, even though edgy is not really appropriate for the champion combination, but at least it's not AKSHAN Sivir or AKSHAN Lee Sin. We're going with Noxus today, and I have a really cool deck to share with you guys that is known as Reckon Exile, because I just honestly ran out of names. I didn't know what to call this, so I did a bit of a play word with Riven and the Ruin Reckoner, which is a very important card in this deck. This, ladies and gentlemen, is close to an OTK, sort of spell combo reforged deck. We're using AKSHAN as Riven as our champions. Naturally, we're playing Riven with her Sentinel skin, in case you're wondering. And we have a lot of very key cards here that I want to go ahead and explain. So without further ado, let me talk about what this deck is about and why I'm running certain techs to match up better against the meta and all that good stuff. By the way, today's gameplay is perhaps... I don't think I've been as proud of my piloting as I have in this video for quite a while. So today's gameplay is definitely worth the watch. If there was one video you should watch for the gameplay, it's this one. I'm just going to say that because I had some insane games, and I think you guys will definitely enjoy them. So let's talk about the specific deck and the text and all that good stuff. So naturally, we're playing AKSHAN with Riven. We have a full set of Vicara and Vagabond as we're trying to enable the Warlord's Palace as consistently as possible by turn 2 or 3. We got the Reforged units in Blade Squire and the Rune Weaver, alongside a couple of weapon hilts. I don't really need 3. I'd rather have 3 copies of Ruthless Predator. Now, this card may seem a little bit out of place or a bit excessive in its amount, but the main reason why I'm playing this is because it's a good way to make use of my quick attackers while also getting some strong burst speed attacks against a vulnerable target that has very low health, so we can get a huge hit with our Overwhelm. But another extra, the icing on the cake with this card, is that it is a cheap way for us to proactively work towards AKSHAN's level up and the Warlord's Palace and Horde flip, while also boosting our attack and bopping spell shields. It's a very cheap way for us to bop spell shields from Sivir and Ruin Runner, so that we have a bit of a better chance in the matchup, so that we can bop their spell shield and later hit them with something like a Whirling Death, for example. Whirling Death is more than anything a defensive play in this deck that allows us to target our own unit, so it contributes towards our Warlord's board thing. And it's pretty important in that regard. Well, it can also be used offensively to remove a blocker from an Overwhelm unit to try to push for lethal. We have a one-off of Grappling Hook, because with the Reforged cards, we can have a bit of an extra reach towards the opponent and remove certain threats. While I was initially running 3 copies of it, but it definitely felt excessive, especially because it is AKSHAN's signature spell. And that helps out a lot, because a lot of times AKSHAN just turns into a Grappling Hook, and he becomes the Grappling Hook that you need in a specific scenario. So I still have it as a one-off, because it can be really good alongside the Glinting Blade Fragment. We can get +2 power and then hit something really hard with Grappling Hook. And overall, I like it as a one-off. We have a couple of Preservariums to, alongside AKSHAN and our Vicara and Vagabond, we can enable Shapestone to consistently actually provide us with +3 power, right? So, and we need card draw, which can be really key in a combo deck like this. We have a one-off of Quicksand, which is there to kind of like act as a 4th Whirling Death in a way. It can help us survive against Overwhelm attacks. It can help us shut down elusive attacks, and overall, it just can help us buy 1 turn against Demacia decks. It's really good to counter a strike spell, amongst other things, and it's just a really good Streamer card that I felt as a one-off, it definitely would not hurt in this deck. We have a couple of copies of Red Negation to disrupt our opponent's key plays. Very important card in the deck, as a lot of times we're going all in with 1 heavy attack, and all it takes for the opponent is to have like a Vengeance or a Concussive Palm, and it's really important for us to be able to disrupt that. And then we have a couple of copies of Retired Reckoner. We are prioritizing Ruin Runner as our 5-drop though, because the spell shield alongside the Overwhelm and the 6 power is just too damn good. And even though this card synergizes really well with our deck, it's still no Ruin Runner. Ruin Runner is another tier, so we're prioritizing her, and then we're running a couple of copies of Retired Reckoner, which will grant itself +1 power whenever you target it. Really beefy attacker, right? But this card is just... I think this card could use a bit of a nerf eventually. I think eventually it's going to get its power reduced to 5, and then it will not see as much play. But I do feel like this card is a little bit too good right now. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's healthy, but I'm not so sure. It, alongside the buff to Sivir, is a great thing. But like I said, it's not an oppressive deck, you know. It's just a really, really strong combo. So maybe it's fine. Like I said, I'm willing to open up the debate. How do you guys feel about Ruin Runner? Do you think she's okay, or do you think a minor nerf would be fine? Let me know in the comment section down below. And then we got the Ruin Reckoner. Like I said, this card is very important. When I'm summoning, create a Midnight Raid in hand. I see people play this as like a one-off or a two-off, and I'm going all in, baby, because this effect is nasty with Riven. If we give her the Blade of Exile, or she has Overwhelm and Quick Attack, we just get like a free attack with her, and it can just come out of nowhere and completely blow the opponent back. It is really, really strong in this deck, and it's just a phenomenal unit that I definitely will highlight in today's video. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the deck list right there. Put a lot of thought into the distributions and everything, and really, really happy with its current state. I have one hell of a live to share with you guys, and it's just really fun because even though I'm really liking this metagame that's very centered around combat. I'm loving it. It's what Runeterra should be all about. And we have all these... Just because, you know, decks revolve around attacking doesn't mean games become straightforward. Because when you add a bunch of combat tricks into the mix, it gets really funky, man. It really highlights the beauty of this game. And I'm just really, really liking the meta that we're involving ourselves around in now. Even though there are some crazy things like Lee Sin, it doesn't feel like it's quite, you know, crazy enough, you know? And nothing feels like Aurelia Azir. Nothing feels like that deck was before the nerf. So overall, I'm just super happy about it, and really happy to share this deck, and really happy to share the games. And I'm going to stop talking. I'm Soul Day. Thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for daily Legends of Runeterra content. I do switch shirts every now and then, but I am bulk recording today. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy the matches. Have a great day. I'll see you tomorrow. Uh-oh. We're facing Frostbite. And that is a direct counter to us. I'm going to drop the Ruin Reckoner and the Grappling Hook because these cards can be very easily countered with Frostbites. Shape Stones are actually really important. Okay, so he's playing Omen Hawk. Alright. I don't need rules to know good from bad. Okay, so triple Shape Stone can really make a difference in this matchup here. Whoa. Villains beware. Alright, see if he has a Brittle Steel.
For glory, you're mine.
I'm gonna go for Whirling Death now because unless he has double Brittle Steel, or just get the value out of that there.
Sharpen the blades, secure the kill.
This triple Shape Stone is great.
Faster than my arrow? I think not.
We survived Noxus. We'll survive this too.
I'll cut them apart. Face me as the arrow flies.
The strength to overcome.
Hey.
Battle tested time and again.
You cannot run from absolution. Hey.
We're gonna go ahead and do this. We play the Retired Reckoner here. We give him a Shape Stone, and thus we survive the exchange with the Glory Seeker. Beautiful. Bam, bam, ba-dam.
Finders keepers.
Yeah, I don't mind the Rune Weaver. Rune Weaver is a good pickup here.
Cool eye patch.
You like it? I mean, shut up and fight!
We have the ability to counter a Reckoning if that were to happen with the Quicksand.
Winter take you. For deliverance. One last battle.
Oh, sure, take your time. I love to be kept waiting.
Rob them blind.
If it's a fight they want. The strength to overcome.
Son of...
Patience.
These hands know metal and magic.
Let's play the Rune Weaver now. Okay, there's Riven. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay.
Avarosans, stand together!
Battle tested time and again.
Silly thing. Break the ties that bind.
And mend the bonds that free us.
Alright. Gonna be drawing 2 more cards.
It can't be.
Bam, bam.
Make these pieces whole.
The strength to overcome.
What was theirs is now ours.
No more of this. Over there.
Lead the target.
We got double spell shield. Yeah, I was like really focused on that, like that turn, making sure I could spread out as much as I could. I'm very happy I went with this instead of the buff because this just gives me another big attacker that he has to deal with. And double spell shield makes it, like the problem is we are at, okay. Alright.
Time is right. Strike now.
Got him! We were just thinking about what he could do, but after we go out of spell, because he could have Troll Chant and Brittle Steel, but after we give them the +1 health boost, we knock him out and we win! Like, what seems to be the terrible matchup, dude? Fuck yeah!
One step closer to a world without villains.
Alright, Lurk. I mean, I like the Red of Negation just because it can counter a Pike, so I'm going to keep that. And I'm going to keep the Whirling Death as well. I'm going to drop the Retired Reckoner. I'm going to retire him. Sorry. But it's important for us to keep this, and I do like you.
To serve the greater good.
I love finding the Blaze Squire here.
I'll show the hunters.
It's like, bro, you want to trade? No? Okay. Bam, bam, bam.
I don't want to eat whatever woke you up. Good people don't look the other way. You turn it like so. Carry your own gear.
I gotta keep this blocker for like their Sharklings.
Break the ties that bind.
And I was gonna play the Vicarian Vagabond, but bam 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 bam.
The cost of war.
Bam bam. All right. Bam bam bam.
Is that all you got?
What if he has a Bone Skewer? I mean, those two cards are that. The other three cards. Bone Skewer counters this. I mean, how happy am I with this? Yeah, I think I'm okay with this. Bam, 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 bam. No friends, thank you. Forever alone.
Cool eye patch.
You like it? I mean, shut up and fight!
Yeah, they may have Bone Skewer. We gotta keep enough mana open though.
Villains beware.
Really happy we kept it.
You cannot run from absolution.
Hilarious, buddy. Alright, that's a good hit. That's a good hit. I think we can take this hit, right?
Finders keepers.
To serve the greater good.
He clearly has a, well, that could be instead of a bone skewer, that could be a ruthless predator. So what if that is a bone skewer?
Take your time. I love to be kept waiting.
What if that is a bone skewer? Yeah.
Fly to them on broken wings. There is surrender and there is life. I will live. Really just needed some tape to reassemble. The cost of war.
Don't touch it.
A single empire ruled by the true.
Let's get it. Just don't be a, just won't be, yes! Yeah, baby! Reckoner for the win!
Know what I must do.
Oh, it's glorious. Alright, some Lee Sin AKSHAN. I don't think I need Ruthless Predator for this one as much. I mean, it can be pretty good though. It can allow me to... Yeah, I'm gonna drop the weapon hilt. I'm gonna keep everything else because we do have AKSHAN. AKSHAN with the Ruthless Predator can be really neat. The main, I mean, I would expect this in the deck tech, but this is mainly to pop spell shields more than anything. Bam, bam, bam.
I fight with my spirit, not my fist.
Ba-dum, ba-dum.
Words of power linger in the air.
Villains beware.
Twin Disciplines will allow him to preserve this, but you know we'll get that out of him. We can always offer the trade with a 3-1 to 3-3, which is something that we would be very happy as well. Bam, bam. All right. All right. Ooh, I like Riven there.
Break the ties that bind.
It seems we're gonna be seeing.
The spirit gives to those who listen.
No need to use the quick attack here.
This is justice.
The dragon binds us.
Because if he, okay, so I want to go for Whirling Death onto Riven here. He's already showed one Twin Disciplines. If he had something like a Shaped Stone, it would make more sense to go for that. Because you would not be preserving, you would still be preserving your units. So I assume he doesn't have Shaped Stone, which means he could have a Concussive Palm. And if he has a Concussive Palm, then going for the Whirling Death here will allow him to counter that. So I'm gonna go for Whirling Death onto Riven instead, even though this would be better with AKSHAN because we would be able to speed up this. If he has a Concussive Palm, he has to use it on the Riven, which preserves her, keeps her alive, and I still get the damage on him. And we can play our own Preservarium.
What is gained when you return malevolence?
Lee Sin is unlikely here unless he picked up a Shapestone, because he just doesn't have enough mana unless he just wants to play it. We'll be able to level up Riven next turn, so we can start thinking about a potential lethal here. Or not necessarily lethal, but a way to push a lot of damage. We have a Rite of Negation as well, but I don't know if we have enough mana to do everything that we want to do. It's gonna be tricky for sure.
I do not break rules, I bend them slightly.
I want to discourage him from going from like a Sonic Wave combo as I keep all my mana. If I play something like Rune Runner, I'll give him the go. And I don't want that to happen. I really want to level up AKSHAN.
Cool eye patch. You like it? You cannot run from absolution.
Chase what you want without mercy. Take everything. Rob them blind.
All right.
Talk is worthless. We are what we do.
Even a fragment snuffs out lives. Make these pieces whole. Really just needed some tape to reassemble. Violence and violence.
We gotta set it up like this. We took a heavy hit because that what's the name of that card?
Not a chance.
That Relic of Power was really strong because putting his units at 4 power just made it very tough for us. But now we're menacing them with a really strong attack ourselves, and we have the Ruin Reckoner.
To surrender, just say, oh please, hey.
Okay.
You cannot win. Oh God.
Can't play Lee Sin anymore. Ruin Reckoner here.
Oh sure, take your time. I love to be kept waiting. Fate is what I make.
drawing. He's drawing. No Lee Sin this turn because he spent so much on mana there.
Take everything.
Hey,
Brave and dumb.
Yeah, because he's gonna want to use that. That's perfect. Okay. We're gonna force him to cast that. You know, we're passing over initiative because we know he wants to cast that. Okay.
I serve a nobler cause.
We got the counter here ourselves, and we're striking back. Dude, this game has been awesome. so intense. That one hit he got on us. Okay, we're gonna go with this.
No turning back now.
No turning back.
What conflict awaits? Noxus will pay for what they did to us.
Got him! Oh, that was so hot, man.
At last, a way forward.
Oh, that game. All right, Aurelia's here. Fake sentinels. Bam, 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 bam. I actually like the grappling hook in this one. So I'm gonna drop these, and I'm gonna keep the Rune Weaver. Maybe keeping the grappling hook was a mistake. I'm not sure. Maybe I should have mulliganed a little bit more aggressively.
ready, willing, and learning. Sweep the leg.
To serve the greater good.
Bam, ba-dum.
Quick hands make quick work.
I could go for a quick attack, but I can always combine this later in the line.
What do you call that technique?
Bam, bam, bam. Yeah, the more I think about it, the more my mulligan was a little bit iffy. Like, I'm not sure.
Do not see what is, see what will be.
What's a warrior but hands to wield a weapon? The heart and mind to aim its strike.
And punch.
Steady now.
We get rid of these two.
Oh. Left foot.
Glorious sacrifice.
Make your use of the Riven stat line there to take away a little bit of punch from his early game.
We're not taking it. We're taking it back. Draw them blind.
I was thinking for a moment there. Okay, he has another Azir.
But Sharima lives forever.
All right.
My name echoes through every rock, every canyon.
The good thing about this is that we delay the Azir.
Not a chance.
The desert by my side.
Alright.
Azir's command!
Survive a couple more turns, which can be easier said than done.
No turning back now. Even shattered hearts mend in time. Violence and violence. Show them no weakness.
Trying to think how we can win this, but it's really tricky. This Azir is gonna come down and level up.
To answer for.
I'm cold, I'm hungry, there's rocks and boats.
I'm sorry. Who are you?
Shariva is sand and sky, past and
Just didn't quite have it.
men die, but Shariva lives forever.
I think I got punished for my mulligan. I think I should have been a little bit more aggressive for a bit of an earlier game.
These hands no metal and
I also feel like this matchup can be quite tricky. And by tricky, I mean hard. Yeah, this Irelia is gonna level up, and there's not much we can do.
with me! Today is the day we reclaim our homeland!
I've got the reins.
We can set up a sandstone charger. We can go, but this is GG. It's too late. Maybe my mulligan was wrong.
Broken. Never be.
I feel like if I would have been more aggressive. I mean, the fact that he had an answer to the grappling hook was pretty tough as well. Even though we delayed the Azir, if we had removed the Azir, we definitely buy enough time to survive that game. Because we're not taking nearly as much damage, and we can even block into the. But yeah, ultimately, I believe my mulligan was incorrect, though. I think with this deck, you really want to find AKSHAN early on. And you got to mulligan more aggressively. I think even keeping the Rune Weaver was a mistake. And the grappling hook, I definitely feel it was as well. Because it is technically a worse single combat. And while it's not bad to have, I feel like finding a proper curve to try to apply pressure earlier is more important. So we can definitely learn from that game. All right, let's go for the final one. All right, some more Lee Sit. These Ruthless Predators are nice. But I'm going to mulligan them away. Nice. As we find AKSHAN. I kept the Rune Weaver in my hand because it's a 2-drop, right? Like, if we could potentially miss. They go for a full mulligan. That's good, though. We find the grappling hook, which can be useful here.
Got it.
Do you play as in Lee Sin?
Watch your head.
Good people don't look the other way.
Heart and blade.
Both broken. I could have just let off with this attack.
We're not taking it. We're taking it back.
Yeah, this is probably a mistake. I should have opened attack with AKSHAN. Because I don't want to attack into a Twin Disciplines. That was incorrect. Plus having my mana in the back. This Quicksand is nice. I mean...
I write the rules of power.
As long as I have this 3 mana for the Quicksand, I'm good. We can already fire off a pretty strong attack, even though they can Concussive Palmas. This 4 mana that they need. This allows us to progress that. So the question is, how are we going to distribute these buffs? We want to keep Grappling Hook open, so that if he wants to somehow develop Lee Sin, which means we have to... We're going to level you up. Well, first of all, the quick attack...
The power of the written word.
should go here. Okay. Alright.
At last, a way forward.
I guess he just didn't want any part of that. Hey, I'll take that as a quick W. That was gonna be a really fun turn, and I guess he didn't want anything to do with that. I just want to reiterate like how strong of a position we were in. Like we were able to, like he didn't really have a play to go for at turn 4. Probably had a Lee Sin in hand, and as long as we kept the Grappling Hook open, I was thinking about who to buff, so that because essentially because I was gonna level up AKSHAN, I think I should buff AKSHAN, and then give the blade to Riven. So that means I have 2 different targets that can Grappling Hook a Lee Sin that enters the board, and thus it can allow us to really punish them. So I think the opponent didn't have a great hand, and that we would have shut him down, but I'm just going to go ahead and say 2-0 versus Lee Sin AKSHAN. Fuck yeah. Last one. Alright, this man wants it all. He wants the AKSHAN, the Zed, and the Sivir. And this is what we have the Ruthless Predator for. I really want to showcase this matchup. We want to be able to bop the spell shields, but we don't need the Ruin Reckoner so early on. So we're going to keep everything else. Nice. We drew AKSHAN just in time.
See the world from behind a basilisk.
Bam, bam.
Those want to die, don't do terrible things. I don't need rules to know good from bad.
Shapestone is a thing. So we want to keep our AKSHAN safe.
We made it, Rib! I wanna go home.
Bam, bam, bam. I'm not gonna emote or anything. I'm gonna be silent. I'm gonna be mysterious.
Come on, Rib!
Bam, 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 bam. Do we need to play you?
To serve the greater
I
good.
think we just play Riven.
These hands know metal and magic.
We don't have the quick attack one. So I'm playing this this Rune Weaver here because
What good comes of mortal greed?
In and out.
Bam, bam, bada, bam.
Nothing's lost. It's just waiting to be found.
Cool eye patch.
You like it? I mean, shut up and fight!
No more hesitation.
Fixing the world one scoundrel at a time.
So I want to level up AKSHAN so I can get this. We block with that. I mean, Shapestone isn't bad. Okay, so let's think about our next turn. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 mana. We gotta skip. Let's think about this for a moment. Problem is Spirit's Refuge, right?
I am reformed.
The reason why I'm going for the Ruthless Predator on this is so that I don't die to a Spirit's Refuge.
That's all.
Okay, that's fine.
Son of a...
I could have used I could have had Rite of Negation backup, but
All that glitters is mine.
This way! Go!
Silly thing.
No looking back.
I need to watch out for like the double attack.
I'm a woman of principle. Mine is kill and get paid.
All right.
You cannot run from absolution.
It is sweet.
Really just needed some tape to reassemble.
I serve a nobler cause.
I think he has a Spirit's Refuge.
There's still much to answer for. Even a fragment snuffs out lives.
Oh, that's it.
Greed will turn any man into a monster.
A little further. Bingo.
I have a feeling he has a Spirit's Refuge, man. Like that card is a problem. So let's think. If he has a Spirit's Refuge here.
No turning back now. Cost of war.
We're playing around with Spirit's Refuge this way. Oh, that should be enough! That's, oh god, we played that like a fucking genius! Oh! Oh my god, yes! That's exactly what I was thinking about! Oh!
I must do.
God, that felt so good! Oh, and on a video. I am recording, right? Oh, thank god. Oh! Oh, that was beautiful. That was just beautiful. Man, I'm playing good today. Like, I'm bulk recording and I'm playing like yesterday's video and now this is big. Oh. Humility. Oh, that was so, oh my god. I knew he had it. When he emoted me like that, like, and when he got it so quickly with that predict, like, I knew he had the Spirit's Refuge. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Alright. I think that's a good point to end it. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed the deck. I had a blast playing it, and really showcased the Ruin Reckoner amongst many other things. Like, really big fan of our distributions, and overall our game plan is really solid. I like the Ruthless Predator a lot to bob spell shields, like I said, and also, you know, utilize our quick attacks efficiently. And overall, I didn't really get to showcase. I mean, I showcased the Retired Reckoner in the first game against Ash, actually. So never mind. I actually showcased this card even as well. Good shit. Good shit. I'm happy about that one. I'm gonna chill. Thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for daily Legends of Runeterra content from your favorite tank top douche. I'll see you guys tomorrow.